Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. The give from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out route. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll ride Davis here. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the shotgun, the inside give. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the left. Shakes off the tackler. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Gonzalez to throw. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes his connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Gets rid of it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll give it to the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they get him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Floats it out in space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense up, looking for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the Razorbacks pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonzalez going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And his throw is incomplete. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in a split backfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Algier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Gonzalez to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Madden. Quickly out to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Trying to find his man on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, and they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To the air on first down. Going up top. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Madden. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle, it's complete.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. LSU right back to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Makes the grab on the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Dropping back, it's Madden. Got his man quickly. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Maryland. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Gonzalez going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks are on the move. They'll put the tight end in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Extending the play. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Second down now after the sack. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They're trying to get to it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Is working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The give to the tailback. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Gonzalez to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gonzalez going to throw it. Still looking on the move. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
The Razorbacks will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonzalez to throw. Keeps the play going. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wants to throw. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. He'll keep it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late. Who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
To the air. It's Madden. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose,